Hi, and welcome to Grandad on Enfield. Now, we've talked about buying a bike and selling a bike, but after you buy your bike, besides the gear you need, we can go into that into a later video, you'll need security. Now, luckily, I have off-street parking, I have my own garage, but even so, there's still steps I have to take. So my front gate is locked every night with a U-lock. The shed doors are locked, both back and front, and my storage unit is down the bottom is locked as well. That's where I keep the bikes over the winter. So what common mistakes I see very often is these new hip locks and light locks. They're supposed to be brilliant. I don't know, I don't have the money to buy one, and I don't think they'll donate one to me, but they're angle grinder proof. Now, the main way that thieves are going to take your bike, I heard nonsense, oh, that lock is stupid because I can pick one of them. Nobody picks the lock. They don't pick the lock. They're not worried about damaging the lock or any other part of the bike they want to get at. So what I suggest you do, it's the main ways they have of getting your bike is hammer, crowbar, bolt cutters, and an angle grinder. So if you make it as hard as possible, then you should be all right. You have a better chance of keeping your bike in here. Now, I always advocate the use of ground anchors. If you have somewhere to put them, it's perfect. But just let me show you one mistake I see all the time with the U-locks. Regardless, this is only a cheap one I use to lock the gate, but it's the same with anyone, regardless of how much you paid or. Now, the main problem I see with it is this. We'll just move the camera down. Yeah. Especially with cast wheels, they throw the lock through the spokes or through the cast and then lock the bike. Well, the problem with that is they'll cut the spokes. They don't care if they damage the bike. They don't care. If they can roll the bike away, they're on a win-win. So always, if you've one long enough to go through the forks, which is the old way we used to do it. Now this isn't, but if you can get one through the forks, that's a way better option. But if not, at least through the disc. And try and make it as hard as you can for them to get a purchase on it anywhere. You know, so kind of if you put the lock kind of out of the way as well, right? Now I use disc locks, so always never through spokes. The spokes, and I see it with cast wheels as well. They'll just cut them, and the lock is off, and it doesn't matter how much you pay for the lock. They didn't even have to open it. So through something, preferably like that, and onto. If you can get a post or a pole nearby or whatever. Now the ground anchors I use are I think they're I'm gonna six this should be a spare one here, yeah. Yeah, that's the one I use. Well, 2, 3, and I bought another one, but I think they're €23 on Amazon, and the way to use them. I'm working on the bike at the moment, so there. It's into the ground. When you're not using it, it lies flat, so it doesn't get a tripping hazard. Now, I know some people have only off-street parking, so you can't really put a ground anchor out there. But if they can go into a wall as well, you know, and it's then you're decreasing your chances of having the bike lifted. You can't lift it unless you do the locks and stuff. But as well then, a great method, and I've got on both bikes, is a disc lock alarm. And they can be loud, but it's not gonna, they're not going to stop everyone from stealing, but at least you have some bit of protection that you can hear, and hopefully that will keep your bike safe. Now, so, okay, yeah. So, I mean, I have an alarm on the doors as well. I'm obviously not going to show it. And then my final layer of protection is, I've just actually taken this out and I've ordered new Motone Mini, is it? The 9. I got it from the company itself. And I used Freddie Dobbs discount code and got 10% off it. Now that's a subscription one. The Sizz app is not a subscription one. It's fit and kind of forget, but when I last bought the bike to the dealers, for some reason when I got it back, he had it disconnected. And I couldn't connect it back up, and I can't get it to connect up to my phone again. So I don't know, did he do something to it or what? I don't even know why he disconnected it, but he did. So that's my security tips. The usual applies. A bike, these bikes are in here. They're actually undercover, but I'm not using them, even though they're locked inside the garage. And of course, always the battery tender then on both of them. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully it keeps your bike safe. Like I say, any heavy chains, anything, whatever you can carry, and don't just rely on one type of security. Hopefully you should be able to get at least two types. If you can lock it to something, park furniture, lamppost, anything, that they can't lift the bike. Like I say, I wouldn't be worried about how easily they can pick the locks, because these fellas haven't gone to school to learn how to pick locks. And like I say, the most common attack is hammer, because it's easy to hide. It's fairly quiet, well, unless you're banging away at it mad, but with a disc lock on it as well. Now there's loads of recommendations on YouTube on what locks to get and what not to get, but I just find the more you have, especially if you have an alarm, it will help keep safer. So that's it. It's a nice short video. Thanks. Ride your own ride, get home, and be safe. Grandad on Enfield.